Good evening, folks, and welcome to episode 2 of Real Talk with Brian Barker. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday. I miss you guys. I hope everyone had a wonderful week, and cheers to the weekend here. So, all right, here we go. The news for the week. Well, I guess to get started, first off, the continuing insanity happening in Washington, D.C. right now. Yesterday, or I believe a few days ago, the House passed impeachment hearings, or they passed a law of impeachment against the president for the second time. So, I guess, I don't know, congratulations to President Trump, because he said he was going to set some records, and he definitely did. Only president to be impeached twice, ever. So, yay! I'm so sick of all the winning that he said we were going to be doing, which is, yeah. So, he's been impeached twice now in the House, both times. He has not been impeached in the Senate, but apparently the Senator Mitch McConnell in Kentucky is trying to speak with his fellow GOP members and basically saying that he won't say that they need to vote for impeachment, but not that they won't need to vote for impeachment. So it's kind of like a multiple choice, pick your own poison sort of thing, if your poison is, fascist Nazi dictators. But that is basically what's going on here, which as of right now, really as it stands, there's no way that he's going to be impeached before the inauguration come Wednesday. But if he is impeached even afterwards, what that does is it bars him from working or holding any federal office, and also any positions at any major fast food chain, which is a real bummer for Donald Trump, because as we all know, he does love him some Chick-fil-A's and some Big Macs. So that's a tough one. But that is what's going on with that right now. I know he's been tweeting up a storm, or actually, should I say, he has not been tweeting up a storm because his social medias are still blocked. He doesn't have access to Twitter, he doesn't have access to Facebook, he doesn't have access to Instagram or his YouTube channel. He does have that, the one thing that the briefing room, but he doesn't really understand how to use that. So, unfortunately, that's kind of out of the question for him right now too. So, but he has been pushing the conspiracy theory that Antifa was dressed up as the insurrectionists on that horrible day when they went to attack the Capitol. And he's been claiming that it's Antifa, which is interesting to me because they're trying to play this two-sided coin where it's Antifa, but yet they are very proud of having disrupted the counting process, but it wasn't us. So that tracks, I guess. It's basically like when my cat looks at me and knocks something off the counter, and then he looks and he was like, Antifa did it. And I'm like, dude, no, that I know Antifa did not poop in my living room, so I'm sorry. So right now he is on the outs with Mitch McConnell and Mike Pence, apparently. Mike Pence did not move forward with the 25th Amendment option to essentially get him and at least half of the cabinet to invoke the 25th Amendment in saying that the president is unfit for duty. But Mike Pence and him apparently are not talking because before he went into the Senate floor to confirm the votes for the election, Donald Trump said to him, and I apologize for the coarse language and the brash language. I am simply quoting our commander-in-chief. He said, apparently, quote, you can go down in history as a patriot, or you can go down in history as a pussy. So, and as we all know, that's a no-no word for Mike Pence. He did tell Mother that exactly what he said. He made the mistake of repeating it, and now apparently he had to put $1 in the swear jar. So, no good. But I don't know. I think Mike Pence might be gearing up for a run in 2024, which is crazy because I feel like right now all the parties, or both, I should say all the parties, both the parties seem to have this split, right? So like on the Republican side, you have kind of the more moderate Republicans like Mitt Romney and Ben Sasse, and then you have the more Tea Party, Retrumplican, as I like to say, side of the party, which consists of people like Josh Hawley, Ted Cruz, even Donald Trump Jr., and I think come 2024, it's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out, because I think there's going to be a very Retrumplican part of the party, and then the more moderate Republicans, as well as on the left. The left has kind of split, I think, into this more moderate Democrat side, as opposed to the more progressive AOC Bernie Sanders wing of the party. So I think that there's a lot of people out there who've been saying for a while, we need more than two parties in the United States. We need more choices and everything. And I think, for better or for worse, Trump has kind of brought that around a little bit. So we might be seeing that a little bit. And it could be very, very interesting. The other thing, Arnold Schwarzenegger, as we all know, we love Arnold. He came out and he talked this week and was saying how he was watching the insurrection and the sedition happening in DC, and it reminded him of when he was growing up as a child in Austria, and talking about Nazi Germany. He was born, I believe, a little after World War II. But one interesting thing, which no one seems to be talking about that I noticed, is as he was talking, the camera panned out and he had a sword. Let me say that again. He had a sword, because of course, why wouldn't he? So, in honor of that, I felt that maybe this show, we could use something of that nature. I don't know if this makes me feel or seem more professional. I mean, it does feel pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie. But I didn't know that. Apparently, when you're talking politics and news, having a sword really commands respect and attention. So, Arnold, thank you for the tip. That was not supposed to be a dad joke, but it was. So that happened this week, and it's crazy, guys. I mean, I think I was talking to a friend today, and it was just like, we're not going to have another full week of this president, and it's just refreshing. I mean, it seems like this has been going on forever, and it's finally coming to an end. I mean, it's not going to come to an end, even when he's gone and out of office. He's still going to be, having his trials and everything. I'm sure that he is fighting tooth and nail to make sure that he can try to reverse everything. I mean, there's some big things for him. The PGA split ties with him. His bank, Deutsche Bank, is no longer carrying his accounts. And a lot of places in New York City has split ties. People at Mar-a-Lago don't even want him there. So I don't know what he's gonna do. But I mean, he's a resilient person, parasite. So I'm sure he's got something. And as he would tell you, he is all the greatest friends, and he'll be fine. The election obviously was stolen, so I mean, he probably will start Trump TV, which I honestly cannot wait for. I think that's going to be very interesting. I mean, I know that Tucker and Hannity have been looking for places to go, and I feel like that might be right up their alley, and Ingram for that matter. So that's probably going to happen. And then I guess also what I was reading this last week is Ivanka's very sad because she was really hinging on being the first female president. So and now that her father has gone full cuckoo and really just embraced his inner racist inciting madness, I guess that's kind of thrown that ability option out the window for her. So, which is sad. I mean, I don't know. Whatever will she do? All she has is that clothing line, and I don't know what else. They're gonna be just poor people out on the street. So, but yeah, this time next week, everybody, we're gonna have a new president. So that's exciting. I'm excited. Luckily, I had the day off from work, so I will be watching the inauguration. I'm not sure what everyone else's inauguration plans are, but I will be watching, probably with drink in hand. So that'll be fun. I'm sorry, I know last week I had the cameo from Garfield. I don't know where he is. He gets camera shy. Also, him and Lucy tried to unionize, and I said no. So they are on strike right now, and that's causing some tension in the household. So there is also that. So yeah, politically, I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be boring, I feel like, after Trump leaves. I don't know what all the comedians and newscasters are going to talk about now, because it seems like every day there's a new thing. But in a way, you also don't want to worry about what the president is saying or possibly inciting a rebellion against the government. So that's also good. I'm totally fine with that. It's essentially we aren't going to have, I was going to say we won't have a senile grandfather as president anymore. I mean, he is Grandpa Joe, or Pops, I guess, as some people have said he likes to be called. But he's not senile, and the whole non-racist thing is nice. So that'll be a nice change of pace. But in other news, I don't know if you saw this, Netflix released this ad where they said they're gonna have a new movie every week. I'm sorry. Yes, every week of every month of the year in 2021. And I feel like it's a little late. We've been in quarantine for the last 8 to 9 months or so, and we could have used that earlier, but it's fine. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what everyone out there is doing. I'm still working from home. So I will definitely be utilizing that. It looks like there's some really cool stuff coming out, which I'm excited for. I don't even have a joke for that one. I'm just excited. So that'll be very interesting. The other thing that I believe I saw this week was during Arnold's video that he did with the sword. Thank you. He apparently mistook his son-in-law Chris Pratt for Chris Evans, which, I mean, to be fair, 95% of Hollywood is now the Chris's, so it's hard. If it's a non-Chris, it gets confusing. But apparently he called him Chris Evans, so that's I'm sure that was embarrassing. I mean, first, he had to play second fiddle with the whole Star-Lord versus Captain America thing, and now Arnold is getting him confused, so that's no good. I was kind of hoping, because Chris Evans actually tweeted during the insurrection that what are we gonna do about this? This is crazy, and I was like, dude, suit up, man. Like, you're Captain America. I'm pretty sure if he were to go down there, people would follow him. I'm just saying. So, I mean, I don't want to put it out there, but 2024, Chris Evans running, not Chris Evans running as Chris Evans. Chris Evans running as Captain America in the full Captain America suit. I'd be here for it, honestly. I'd vote for him. I think I would. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, this week has been fairly uneventful. Apart from the continued craziness of the impeachment and everything. I think next week probably we'll have more to talk about with the inauguration. I'm sure some craziness is going to go on there. I've already heard that they're planning on doing a heavier lockdown because who knows what the Trump Republicans and Proud Boys and all those crazies are going to do at the inauguration. So you better keep Grandpa Joe in a bubble because we need him safe. So, him and Mamala need to be protected. So, also there's been rumors of riots happening at state capitals around the country, and so that's frightening. I'm here in Michigan, and I know our Attorney General was saying that they're already planning on some riots and insurrection happening during the inauguration, so that'll be interesting to say the least. But hopefully everything stays calm, everything stays peaceful, and it's a smooth day. So, but yeah, this one I think is probably going to be a little shorter than last week. Just again, there's not as much to talk about. So I realized that I didn't do an introduction last week. So for those of you who know me, I'm Brian. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Brian. I am just going to be doing this show for y'all probably on a weekly basis. Maybe we get to nightly if things change here, but just kind of hopefully bringing a little bit of a lighter take on the politics and news of the day. At some point we'll bring in guests and plan in a few segments and that sort of thing. So it'll be a fun time, and I hope you enjoy this journey with me as we evolve and grow, as I hope we do. So I hope everyone has a wonderful Friday evening. I hope they have a wonderful weekend, and until next week, please just keep the peace. Please live your best life. I love you all, and this is Brian Barker, Real Talk, signing out for the week. We'll see you next time. Thank you.